From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the Saints' 25-yard line.
Alert. Single receiver. Hey, you're good.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's Elliott. Complete. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing is Wilson. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson on the move to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Watch the safety.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
57's right. Target, right.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
18 more yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught here, Amendola. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 1st down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, Wilson. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson now operating from the gun, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check out route. Hot. 50. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Now a run with McCaffrey. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. He's got daylight. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. There goes Green. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
You go tight. You got tight.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
I got it. He's checking. Crash. He's crashing.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to work his way down to the 16. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Tie that left. Hey. 4 down. No. Off. 61. Max box. Right. Under 10. 10.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And his kick here is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.